I'm Tony Sklar with bnetTV. We are here at Broadband World Forum in Amsterdam for 2012. I'm speaking with JDSU's Mr. Doug Fantuzzi. How are you today, sir?
Very good, very good. Happy to be here. It's a great event, great time in Amsterdam, and great to see all the presence of everybody from equipment suppliers to application providers to test and measurement folks like JDSU.
This conference has grown tremendously over the last few years, and broadband traffic management and the forum in general is really encompassing all facets of the ecosystem at this point because there's so much reliance on the backhaul and out to the edge and back again.
So clearly, broadband networks as well as mobile networks are providing all that information at the edge, as we call it, the actions at the edge. That's where new applications are being born and created every day. Small cell build out, high-speed data access. We all are consumers of. We're heavy content consumers. We have a big appetite for applications, which is driving a whole new experience for telecommunication service providers as well as equipment suppliers as well as us application providers.
There's so much more thicker over-the-top applications that are being deployed at the edge, and as you just said, consumers just want to eat and eat and eat. The more you give them, the more they're going to consume that. It's difficult to control, and there's a lot of problems at the edge, so JDSU is here to solve some of that.
Yeah, our focus and our strategy has really been to drive management, monitoring out to the edge in a very cost-effective and intelligent manner. We are actually coming up with and have developed and have released several months ago a probeless approach to providing intelligent access at the edge, and we've just released our Packet Portal Connect program, which provides that information to a whole application ecosystem so that they can take advantage of data that they never had access to previously.
Is there any other type of product in the market space right now that you would that it would be considered a competitor?
No, at the moment, Packet Portal is a very disruptive technology. It is probeless. It's about intelligent collection at the edge. It resides in a very small form factor. It is managed by software that's based in the cloud and basically allows applications to sit on top of it, ask for things, get things, and take advantage of visibility to places that they pretty much were blind to. And what basically they can get the truth out of the network now that they just couldn't see before.
I think that JDSU has done a great job attesting to the ecosystem as a whole in showing that we've learned from the past where we had taken data and we had closed the door and we said you can't access this, we're not going to allow anybody into our walled garden, and by reversing that situation, because we've learned that in the past, and opening that up to the community, you've done a fantastic job in being able to create so much more ease on the traffic.
For sure, we've taken several fundamental philosophies. Clearly, openness and providing information to the community at large, kind of like what Apple did with iTunes, has been one of our fundamental premises. Visibility at the edge, as I've talked about before, another fundamental premise, and then making it such that it operates in all different types of equipment, multi-vendor environment. So a multi-vendor environment with intelligence at the edge, opening that up to a whole host of application providers who can build a whole set of iTunes-like applications for network management, for monitoring, and for marketing as well.
Let's talk about some of those companies that would inevitably use that kind of data. I know that off here camera over here is Simon Saunders from the Small Cell Forum, and we were talking before off camera that those would be the type of clients that would come in and say, hey, let's utilize some of that data because they've got DLNA within the small cells as well that they're pushing out applications to. Sandvine, Nielsen's rating, Mobile Marketing Association type.
So the different flavors of ecosystem partners that already are in our funnel range from your traditional network monitoring folks who just want to get clear packet protocol visibility at the edge on one end of the spectrum, and all the way through to marketing, mobile marketing, broadband marketing firms who are looking to collect and aggregate information about what's happening in the network. In between, you have policy and optimization tools that clearly can be more effective if they get more accurate, more real-time data. You have CEM tools, customer experience management tools. You have CRM tools as well that also can take advantage of the data. Those are the four main flavors right now. We're looking to broaden that now that we've gone to a very open ecosystem.
I haven't even touched on the fact that you've got connected home arenas that will inevitably utilize some of that edge type traffic analysis to be able to determine what's best for a particular geo.
So you can imagine putting this intelligence all the way out into the home. You can even imagine it sitting in appliances such as television sets and using that in a very home-centric environment. As a matter of fact, one of our JDSU solutions called Home PM actually uses information that we collect from Packet Portal from set-top boxes to provide a better experience to service providers who are watching IPTV type solutions.
I think that's a really good point to continue to elaborate on, is because that set-top box or the deck within the TV is that next generation of movement that probably between 2013 and 2014 we're going to see a tremendous growth area in, because people are moving from that traditional type cable type watching to a connected home in a way and in a fashion where the broadband is going to be so much thicker and different applications within the household.
So I think our experiences as consumers are getting more and more complex, more and more layered. My wife, who turns on Netflix, really, given that I have 4 different probably providers of infrastructure in my house, from my cable provider to 2 different wireless providers, to a wireline provider, she doesn't understand or care about the underlying infrastructure. She just wants to know that it's going to work. And if it doesn't work, obviously she gets very
obviously it's your fault.
Exactly. So I become the hotline or the help desk. But essentially dissecting and decomposing that such that you can get to the root cause as to why it works. And it might actually be something that's happening in your home network, right? It could be something that's actually happening at the content provider or anything in between. But at the end of the day, my wife doesn't care about all that. She wants to know that she can hit Netflix and watch a streaming video without any hiccups.
I think that your wife is not alone. I think a lot of the consumers out there feel the same way, and it's great to see that JDSU has provided some infrastructure and platforms to better that analysis.
At the end of the day, we need to keep pace, or we need to provide the platform that will allow the service providers to keep pace with a very fast-changing, application-centric environment, which is very much different than the world we lived in 10 to 15 years ago.
Doug, thanks very much for taking the opportunity to speak with us here today at Broadband World Forum. I hope you get a chance for an update again in the future. Congratulations on a fantastic rollout.
Thanks, Tony. Appreciate it.
I've been speaking with Mr. Doug Fantuzzi of JDSU here at Broadband World Forum in Amsterdam 2012. I am Tony Sklar with bnetTV.